Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Cavaliers offense will take the first swing of the game. And these guys involve everybody in the passing game, and none more prominent than this big fella.
And the quarterback knows he's going to be under duress in this game. So who do you look for? The tight end. And there aren't many better than this guy.
No, and just big bodies that you can miss a little bit high, and it really doesn't matter. But over the middle of the field, closer throws, so nice to have a security blanket with a great tight end.
They go to the ground. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. And the Cavaliers want to move quickly. To the air on first down. They're trying to get to it. And the quarterback is snowed under.
And don't get it twisted. A big part of this team's formula for success defensively is getting after the quarterback. In their last game, they had 6 sacks, won the game. They know they've got to be able to get after the QB. And this one, put some pressure on them. They're already off to a great start.
Makes the grab over the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, he could see he had him. He completes it for the first time.
You just got to wonder, too, guys, if the crowd didn't impact the offense. They're playing on the road on the first third down of this football game. Incomplete. The idea here, I think, just punt it away and see if you can regroup, because this environment is hostile.
Everybody stays in their lane. Miami Hurricane. And they stop him at the 31-yard line. So the Miami Hurricane offense takes the field, and they'll have their first possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, running back gets to give. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. Quick tempo here for the offense. They'll try to power their way ahead. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Big third down conversion, getting the ball to your running back, and he does the rest. This guy, I think, will get a lot more touches.
And you want to know why he's on the field on third down? Because he can block, he can catch the ball, and you can also hand it off to him, and he can go find the sticks and keep drives alive. What a weapon.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. So after the penalty, a little extra ground to cover on first down. They'll give it to the back. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Went to the running game on first down, now 2nd down. Quarterback checking off. Looking downfield, it's Burden. Fires to the right. He's got it. The expressway is wide open. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami!
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a run.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Looking for a crease, it's Allen. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. The Cavaliers in the hurry up. He's looking to throw it. The quick out. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. No huddle offense to the line. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Still on his feet at the 45. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Cavaliers are moving quickly down the field. Wide receiver now comes in motion. With jet sweep pass. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Cavaliers come to the line with a new set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw.
And the pressure was all over him in the blink of an eye.
Wow, the Miami linebacker shows you his speed on that play, and linebacker in speed, synonymous when you're thinking about Miami Hurricane defense. Think about Ray Lewis, Jonathan Vilma, Dan Morgan, DJ Williams, guys that can go sideline to speed.
And the defense... Bringing the heat, and down he goes again. And the Cavaliers decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time.
The delay of game pushes the offense back. Offense set on first down. Try to get it to the edge. Shoots through that hole and picks up 5. He's out to the 11.
Hey, how about it? How about the old toss play, right? QB catches the ball, tosses it to the running back. Listen, it's got to be thrown out in front of him so he can continue to run. And then the offensive line has to do a really good job of getting the edge so he can get north and south. You used to see that play a ton back in the day. You just don't see much of it anymore.
At the 35, he's got room. He's off to the races. The 20. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Cade.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. That last one looked like a back-breaking drive, David, but they ended up punting.
Yeah, they put some plays together, put some yards together, but the most important stat is putting points on the board. And this offense has to finish, Jesse, when they get across that 50-yard line and start getting in scoring territory.
Yeah, there was some good execution, no doubt about it, but I think it's the critical down and distances, third down in particular. They've got to be better moving forward.
They feed him again. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26. The Cavaliers want to crank the tempo. It's a draw. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quick touch pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball.
And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. The give to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Went to the running game on... Here they come again. It's a draw. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And they knocked him down almost immediately.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And I don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
And he missed it. No good. Guys, a missed field goal, and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game. They'll leave it with him. He now has 108 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Looking for a man. It's Burden. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. And he'll take it in and house it. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
And the returner will be brought down. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point.
Nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now, chip into this lead, try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
They need something that goes forward this time on 2nd and long from the 14. From the gun, the ground game. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damage when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Well, the quarterback and his intended target just simply didn't have the timing there. The ball falls incomplete on 3rd, now setting up 4th down.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Books it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. This punt return man, he's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last one.
Looking for a man. It's Burden. Feeling some heat. It's complete to the right. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down.
That had to be a coverage bust. One of the best receivers in the country was that wide open. Somebody on defense wasn't where they were supposed to be. They had their eyes in the wrong place. That should not happen ever.
He'll come out throwing on first down. He's got his man. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride.
Just steamrolling his way through. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. The Hurricanes are rolling down the field. Motion from the offense. Looking to go up top on first down. It's complete to the left. Touchdown, Miami! And they take it in for 6 more points. With that last one, he now has 40 career touchdown catches.
I mean, he's just been a playmaker. This guy, they feature him. He's been in the end zone that many times because they can feature him in so many ways. They find ways to get him the football because Palmer, he always makes plays.
And he's always open even when he's not. Throughout his career, think about it. Single cover, double cover, triple cover. You're still throwing him the ball because he's going to find a way to make it happen. 40 TD catches, that is awesome.
Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. To be in a big rush, they have some time here late in the half. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got his man on the outside. And a quick completion, an even quicker loss. The defense was right there to knock him down. And after the loss on that last one, an all-important 2nd down play from the 12. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He gets it all the way out to the 19-yard line, a pickup of 6.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for him.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. And the Cavaliers will try to pin them back with the punt. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Makes a move. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Looking to move it through the air. Skips away from pressure. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. To the air, it's Burden. Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Fires to the tight end. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. The Canes have it with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Works the middle. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
Right. 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Floating away. Quick strike complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Nice job by the fullback on that play. Was in pass protection first. He saw he could release out of the backfield, become a viable target for the quarterback, and gains a couple yards.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking to throw on 2nd down. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. And it's picked off. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Canes! Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is. But it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw.
And a sack all the way back at the 5.
Just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. We're ready to get it started here in the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Back to pass, it's Burden. Takes the easy one to the back. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. And the Canes will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Line gets set. 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Slings it downfield. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
I'll tell you, if you're going to throw it to the perimeter of the field against zone coverage, you got to have really good anticipation at quarterback, and you saw it there. He threw that before his guy had even turned around. Accurate throw, they're able to make the play and get the 1st down.
And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
A first down run in the red zone. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. Third and goal from way back there. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And that ball is picked off. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18.
Well, the defense was expecting pass on that one. Third and long, they dial up the perfect coverage, and a great job in the back end, reading and reacting to the quarterback when the ball was in the air, coming away with a massive interception.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. He looks that one in nicely. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. He wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. Oh, look out, there he goes. Touchdown, Hurricane! And the pummeling has started. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing, he's working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
They're working that left side.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
He's got it on the right. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
After an unproductive first half and opening drive of the second half, the offense finally finding a little something to jumpstart them. They've got a first down. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
I think you run that play on second down knowing it's going to make third down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know third down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The Cavaliers will call on their punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And a precision punt there will pin them deep inside their own 10-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Looking for a productive play on first down. A solid run there to create a little space. He's marked down at the 15. He now has 115 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Quarterback checking the play. Looking to throw, it's Burden. He lets it fly. He's got it down the left. Got a lot of running room. Touchdown, Miami! And the punishment has been extended.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again. And with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
On the move from inside his spot. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Line gets set. First down. Handoff to the single back. He gets it all the way out to the 19-yard line. A pickup of 6.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Pound that rock.
Trying to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. To the ground to try to pick up the first. At the 35, he's loose. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
This offense all game long has been running really well, and I'm really impressed by how well they've recruited at the running back position. They've got some dynamic players coming into the game at different points, spelling each other, keeping each other fresh, and they're hurting this defense.
Pressure coming. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. This offense has a 2nd down play. Using his legs, it's Allen. Hauled down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. That's caught. It's Russo. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a first at the 29.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Off the play fake on first down. And they get the sack just like that.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game. Are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Virginia!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll go to the ground. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. They'll keep it on the ground. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. They'll try to bully their way for the first. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on 4th down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. If backups are on the field, they get an opportunity to run your playbook, so let him do it. At the end of the day, you've got to force the opponent to stop. And that's what they're doing. That's the mindset. I got to be honest, I like it.
Fires to the right. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
He'll toss it. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. They pick up a 6.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. And the Canes will line it up on 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Looking to pass. It's Burden. He slings it deep to the left. And he's running in the open. Touchdown, Canes! And the stomping has commenced. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. This is his personal resume reel, trying to win the Biletnikoff Award or something.
Highlight after highlight after highlight. He's going to go to social media. He's going to post these. Hey, a lot of likes, a lot of love, a lot of shares with those points.
Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Got some work to do here on 2nd and 8 from the 20. He's looking to throw. Makes the catch. It's Carr. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Give to the running back. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And the Hurricanes get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside defense.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
They'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. It's 1st and 5. The give to the single back. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
A shot toward the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
How about that? The mindset of the offensive coordinator. You got a really big lead. You're sitting really pretty, but I think this is just about rubbing your nose in it and trying to make...
Throws toward the end zone. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And what can you say about this offense in this game? All season long, they've done enough to win week in, week out. It hasn't always been pretty. They haven't always brought their A-plus game to the park. But they won a shootout today. Both offenses trading blows back and forth, and they were able to come out on top. And the offense...
And the ball's free, deep in his own territory. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they get the ball right back.
Hey, as a return guy, you know that you're going to get popped. You know you've got guys that have a 50-yard run at you trying to dislodge the football. You've got to do a better job of ball security.
The offense lining up for a 1st down play. They'll start this drive with a pass. Using the quick game. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan, limiting him so far. That's only his 2nd catch of the game.
Touchdown, Hurricanes! And the beatdown has ensued. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
And what can you say about this offense in this game? It hasn't always been pretty all season long, yet they've continually found ways to win each and every week. But today, in a day where they had to light the scoreboard up because the opposing offense came to play, their offense got it done. And as a result, they stay undefeated.
Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He's going to pass. Makes the grab. It's Russo. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Defense just has to do a better job. And great job taking away the quarterback's initial primary target, but then they left that guy completely wide open. Somebody busted on the back end.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Allen. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. And the Cavaliers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on 1st down. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in cover.
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
On the option. He'll toss it. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Man, there's not a running back in the country that doesn't want to get fed and get fed and get fed, and he has been. He's been fed, and now he's up to 150 yards, so great productive day for this running back and create a lot of balance on this offense.
Oh, he dropped it! Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. You want to talk about hearts and throats when that ball was on the ground? The offense recovered its own fumble. Back to throw, it's Burden. He turns that loose down the right side. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out. Just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams. They have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. At this point, it really hasn't been your best day. Just try to find something to build on here at the end, David.
Yeah, just try to keep fighting. Show your kids you're going to keep fighting, keep throwing the football, try to get some points up. Palmer, points have been at a premium. They haven't scored very much, but keep fighting, man.
Yeah, and just, try to find things to build off of for next week as well, right? I mean, it's all about continuing to improve week in and week out, so whether that's...
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm.
And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. The Hurricanes are in the hurry-up. On 2nd and goal, they go right back to him. Touchdown, Miami! And the route is on. This team just knows how to finish. They keep getting better and better and better, and they are close to going 9-0.
And the offense takes control of this football game. I tell you what, this offense doesn't wow you in every position. They've got some good players. They find a way to put drives together. They find a way to score. But this team is undefeated. This team is a force to be reckoned with, continuing to stay undefeated.
Virginia has it back. The headed to the field. Looking down the middle. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
I'll tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit on this play because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So a nice job by the defense rallying around that ball carrier and now not giving up the first down.
Just steamrolling the defense. Touchdown, Canes! And the pummeling has started. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9. I don't think these two are going to be exchanging holiday greetings this year after this game.
No, and I tell you what, we've seen a lot of cool handshakes where you're getting fired up and coaches are getting after each other. We'll get a little bit of that there. You can take a knee, you can run the clock out, but they chose not to, so deal with it.
First down here for the offense. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Pass on the way. It's picked off. Got room on the return. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that just kind of caps off this day. It's been a day with not a lot of rhythm, not a lot of timing, not a lot of guys on the same page, and they weren't right there, and the quarterback throws an INT, and this one is not looking good.
Dropping back, it's Burden. Coming after it. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
And back to the air on second down. It's caught. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, and it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another